Welcome back. I'm Ted Thomas. In this episode, how to make money on tax deed sales. I'm not only going to teach you that, but we're also going to talk about some inside tips on making money as we go along. Now, when I finish, I'll give you a few things that you need to avoid. So stay for the whole video because I'm going to show you how to not lose your assets at the auction. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. How to make money on tax deed sales. Okay, now half of the states will sell tax lien certificates. Now those certificates, you don't end up with a property, you just have a piece of paper. The other half, they sell the actual property. So they call that a tax defaulted auction. So we're going to talk about how to make money on tax deed sales. So just kind of open up your mind, let this information fall in, and you'll understand what's going to take place.
Hello, Ted. Why do counties collect property tax?
All right, now the local counties are all funded with property tax. Now, what does that mean? That simply means property tax takes care of the police department, the fire department, make sure the school teachers get paid. Someone's got to fix the roads. Someone's got to maintain the county buildings. You're getting the idea. So in order for those firefighters to get paid and the police department to get paid, they charge a property tax. So you and I that live in that county, we all have to pay something. Now, generally speaking, those property taxes are 1.5%. Not a big tax, but it's a wealth tax. Anybody who owns property has to pay those.
Are there opportunities in investing in outpopulation states?
There are states that have outpopulations. And one of the reasons states have outpopulations, people moving out, is because of the high taxes. So you probably heard people move from New York and New Jersey. They move out. Why? Because their taxes are so high. So they just abandon the properties. Now, I'm not sure you want to buy those abandoned properties, but you're going to take a look and you'll see throughout New York, they'll have many tax auctions. I think there's about 67 counties. They all have auctions and sell property.
Hey, Ted, how does a tax deed work?
So this is a business of abundance. There's going to be way too many properties for them to sell. So what do they do to get rid of the property? With a tax defaulted property or tax deed, they start the bidding at a very low price, probably very close to the back taxes and the fees that are owed. So that means you can buy a property from the local government, 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents on the dollar without a mortgage. So the county government has gone out and they've seized, they've actually confiscated those properties, but they don't want any more property, so they're putting them back out to sell them. And when they sell them, they just want to get rid of them. So many of these properties, if no one else bids, could be bought for 10 and 20 cents on the dollar. So if they're a good property and you knew what to do with it to sell it, wow, think about how well you do.
What are the powers of the local county government in terms of tax defaulted properties?
Now keep in mind, the counties have power. Now they have seizure power. They have power to tax. And if they can do that, that gives them control of all the property that's privately owned within the county. Now, if you don't pay tax or anyone doesn't pay tax, they have the ability to seize their property, resell it to get their tax money, then they just go ahead and sell it.
What happens to the mortgage? Will I be obliged to pay it too if I win the property auction?
Now, if you're in a place where that's happening, what they're going to do as it happens is they're going to wipe out the mortgage. In other words, they're just going to wipe the slate clean. They don't destroy the mortgage. The person that signed it, the signatory, they're still going to have to pay it, but they're going to take it off the property. So when you buy a property at a tax deed auction, you're buying a property that's free and clear of encumbrances. That just means it's something weighing down the property, okay? So they're going to sell the property at auction to the highest bidder, but the starting bid could be very low. Now, could they have a lot of properties? I've been to many auctions with 200, 500. Sometimes you go to Los Angeles and they'll have 1,500 to 2,500 properties that they're selling for the back taxes with no mortgage.
Why do you recommend investing in this little-known real estate industry?
So tax defaulted properties can be bought online and offline. Now, 5 years ago, we pioneered buying it online. And when we did that, now we have people from Canada, from Bangkok, from Singapore, from Paris, France, Mexico City, you name it. They get online, and we're going to teach you how to do it too. All right, get online, and they can buy properties in the good old USA. Because government only cares about people with money. People come in with the money, they buy the property. Highest bidder gets it, no mortgage. This is a common theme that you're going to hear about.
Are there any other liens attached to the property?
Well, folks, I'm here to tell you those liens are tough to pay off. But if you've got a child support lien or somebody does, all the liens will be wiped off the property, but not to worry, they'll refile it again and go after the person. So it's not your problem. They put child support liens, they put mortgages, they put judgments, all those things go on the property. The reason they put it on the property is most people can't move unless they get the money out of the property. And so the point is, the property is stationary, so they attach all the liens. But if the local government takes the property over, they wipe out those liens. In other words, the encumbrances will be wiped off the property. Now, I know you're going to think about that IRS lien, and I'll cover that thoroughly on another lesson.
Hey, Ted, is it possible to invest in a state other than where I currently reside?
So people are saying to me, Ted, can I buy over in California when I live in Massachusetts? Well, you can do anything you want because we can do it all online today. But the point is, all of the county records that are online will allow you to do bidding if they do online bidding. All right, now some of the states don't do online bidding. For example, you can't buy in Georgia online. You have to actually go and participate in the auction. And we'll cover those states thoroughly in lessons to come.
What mistakes do people make at tax defaulted auctions?
Let me show you what mistakes that you want to avoid. Do not buy a property that you haven't looked at. I don't know what could have happened. It could have been a flood, it could have been a fire, and I can show you many examples of properties that were burned down. There was nothing there. Well, when you give the county your money, they don't give you your money back. You're gonna buy at auction, you have to pay up right then and there, and they're gonna make sure you pay, or you're gonna have a district attorney come and visit with you, that's for sure. All right, rule number 2, don't buy unless you have an exit strategy. All right, so a lot of people buy because they want to win the auction, right? But you don't want to win the auction. You want to lose. You want to be complaining, oh, I didn't get it. Because there'll be another auction. It's a business of abundance. But here's the important thing that you don't want to do. Don't buy unless you have an exit strategy. Why? How did you know what to bid? The only way you'll ever know what to bid is know what you could sell it for. So you've won at the auction. Now what? There are 3 things you need to make sure to do when you win. Click the link here or in the description below to find out what they are and to avoid costly mistakes if you don't follow this advice.